Hey, good morning. Welcome back. I wanted to do a quick, well, somewhat quick, as you can see how many tabs I have opened up here, but a quick what sold on eBay, Mercari, and a few Poshmark. I have been slacking in keeping you up to date with these this last couple weeks. So I actually have decided just to go ahead and show you any that were above $20, so of an ASP, average sale price. And that way I don't have to show you everything because everything is a lot. But if you wanted to see everything that I've sold, you can actually go to my store, which is Tamerlane, and click on see other items and then click on sold, and it will actually show you everything that I've sold, and you can take a look at all of it. So today I wanted to go over these. This is a PlayStation 3 Sony Bluetooth Blu-ray DVD remote, and if you can see actually up here on the start time, I'm going to show you those so you can see if it's a long tail item or a short tail. This one I listed on the 20th and I sold it yesterday on the 21st, so it was a one-day listing, went pretty quick. My cost of goods were $5. It was part of the liquidation lots. If you haven't seen my unboxing of my 888 lots from this week that I posted, this was in there. So go ahead and click the link. I'm going to put one up here and you can take a look at that unboxing. And this was included in that. Next, I have a Beyblade. So you'll see throughout all of this, it's not all thrift store, garage sale type of finds. I do some RA, and a lot of these are items that I would send into, let's say, like Amazon, but then either I was gated or they were slow movers or there was a bent edge and the packaging wasn't perfect. So I will go ahead and throw them up here on eBay. So in this case, I don't know if you can see the crease right there. I sent these to Amazon, and then for some reason I was ungated and then I got gated. So I called them back while I went ahead and placed a wholesale order and got ungated. So I could have sent these back in, but I threw them up on eBay because Amazon damaged my packaging. So I put them up. I did list it as used, even though they are brand new. They're sealed. There's nothing wrong with them. Except for the damaged edge. Sold it for $20.59 and I paid $5. You'll also notice most of my stuff is free shipping, so I did have to pay shipping out of that, but it's first class. Next is a great RA item and a bolo. This I bought at Walmart. I paid $20 for it, sold it for $44.95. And it sold within a day. I listed it on the 20th, and actually I think it sold on the 20th. This PlayStation 3 Dance Dance Revolution pad, another item that was part of the liquidation lot that I bought from 888 Lots. I paid $5 for this one, and it sold for $22.87. And then this dance pad, which is for the PS2, this one I only paid $1 for it, and it sold for $26.86. Oh, and again, both of those sold within a day of listing. The world's most difficult jigsaw puzzle. This one I had listed since last May 14th, and I paid $2 for it. I'm guessing around $2. I remember buying this at the Goodwill, and it was brand new, still in its packaging, and it sold for $43.91. These Green Bay Packer wind pants, I've had these listed for a while, and then I took them off when I was doing my inventory, and I was going to put them in my garage sale, and then eBay went ahead and said, hey, we're going to give you 50,000 listings during the quarantine phase. And so I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and relist all of these items that I was going to throw into my garage sale. And they sold. I relisted them, I should say, April 16th. They sold for $23.17. And I bought these at a garage sale for $1. Another RA item. These were on clearance at Walmart last year. I had sent them into Amazon and had sold some on Amazon, and then Amazon came on the listing. The price dropped considerably on them, And then I left them there hoping that Amazon would sell out. Went through Q4. They still didn't sell. So I recalled them back, threw them up on eBay and Mercari, and I have sold all 4 of them, and they were $24.14 I got for them. So these are another of the liquidation lot from 888 Lots. This was actually in my... Oh, I didn't do a video on this one. This was my first liquidation lot that I bought from them. I got 2 of these, sold them both $49.40, and I paid $5.57. Next is another RA item I picked up at a local drugstore, Spring Valley Probiotics. I actually had picked these up. You'll see the start time was June 22nd of 2019. They expired in February. I had bought quite a few of these. Well, I still have 11 available and I've sold 3. So 14. May have picked up more than these. But I was going to send them into Amazon, and I grabbed them all because I paid 50 cents a box, and I ended up being gated in them. And I don't know how I completely missed that in the store because I scanned everything in the store. But for some reason, when I scanned them, I thought I was all set. But when I got home, I was gated. So I did throw them up here on eBay. They have been an extremely slow mover, even though their sales rank on Amazon was incredibly great. But I did sell 3 of them. I think all 3 were was this purchase right here for $11.59 each. I sold 3 of them to one buyer. So I still have 11, but they have now expired. The Scrubbing Bubbles toilet cleaner system. This actually was interesting. It was not, I guess, international, but not really international. It went to a country or a state because it's a U.S. territory called PW, and I can't remember. Oh, I don't really. Well, I'm going to show. Doesn't show the country, but the country is PW. It's over near like the Philippines, over in the Pacific area. I never had heard of it, and I was like, this is weird. I've never heard of this territory, so I Googled it and actually read some interesting information on it. But so I sold these for $30.50, and I paid $2, $1 for each of these on a clearance. But they have been listed since last March, but they did go for $30. This was another thing that was part of the liquidation lot. And most of the things I get from the liquidation lot are returns from Amazon, which you can see the Amazon label down here. I decided not to go ahead and list this on Amazon because, it just didn't, the packaging had the sticker residue, and I wasn't going to take the time to try and remove all that. So I listed them here on on eBay. I paid $19.04 for this, and it sold for $52. Oh, and by the way, that one sold pretty quickly too, April 16th. So this was part of the very first liquidation lot that I bought, and I think I had it listed for maybe a couple weeks. So these Bratz dolls, I have had these listed for about a year now, and originally I had gotten an offer on this one, and I feel like saying this, I may have highlighted this one in my last What Sold video. If I did, I am apologizing. But I had a doll right here where it's all black, and somebody wanted just that one doll. And I had a lot of people wanted just that one doll. So I actually decided to take that doll out of this lot because she was worth quite a bit of money, and listed her as an auction. Sold her for, I think it was around $100. And then I put up the rest of these. These guys were just really slow movers. I had a lot of offers of like $20, a lot of offers, very, very low offers. And I, of course, counter offered, but then people weren't interested. So I did sell these $120.50. I was excited to get them out of here. So these puzzles, they had a bunch of them at my local Walmart recently that have been on clearance since February. And I went in, I must have been maybe well, April 17th I listed these. So must have been around that time frame. I went into Walmart because I have been staying out of all the stores. I haven't been doing any RA shopping. And I just do grocery pickup. But I made a trip into the store and I saw that they had all of these sitting. And I picked up quite a few of them. They were $10 a piece. And then I went back the next week and picked up more of them because I didn't want to clear the whole shelf out. I know I'm a bad reseller, as some people would say, because I leave some behind for other people. And I know that puzzles were very popular and still are, obviously, because I'm still selling them. So I left some behind for my local community to purchase, but they had been on clearance since February. So they've had plenty of time. So I did go back a week later and bought the rest of them and put them up. So this one I sold $36.59. And I did add shipping onto this one, so the person had to pay shipping. These I highly recommend. If you see Pioneer Woman items on clearance and it's a really good price, pick it up. I have picked up quite a few Pioneer Woman over the last year, and they're not always like really quick flips, but there's money to be made in them. And definitely the longer you have them, actually, the more value that they keep going up. So this butter dish, I paid, I didn't write this one down. I'm thinking I paid like $4 for it. I'm guessing though. It wasn't very much, but it sold for $40.10 with free shipping, and it's not very big, so it didn't cost much when you go cubic shipping on Pirate Ship. So my son had a bunch of magazines, and I lotted them up by brand, by title, and put them in here. And this one actually was a really good one. I think this is the one that had the posters. Yeah, so this one had the posters that were still inside them, plus these Pokemon comics. I should have taken, I don't think I took any pictures of the comics. I really should have. That was bad on me. I should have taken a picture of the comics inside. But these sold for $58. And when did I list these? April 16th. So these are from a lot that I picked up at a Party City. You've heard me mention it if you've been watching my videos here, that there was a Party City going out of business, and I paid pennies on the dollar for these, like very, very, very little. Maybe have 5 or 10 cents into this. And I had 4 of them, and somebody bought all 4 of them. So it was like a $35 sale or something like that for those 4 packages of 4, or actually 8 sweatbands are in each package. So that was it for eBay. So now I'm going to go on to my Mercari sales that I've had in the last week or so. And again, anything that was over $20. And this is something from the liquidation lot that I just posted a video on Tuesday. I just got these in Tuesday, posted them up Tuesday night. That night, I got an offer and $47, and I accepted it, and I sold this microphone set. So great for anybody on YouTube that is looking for something. Now, the only thing with this is that it was not USB. It had one of these little things to connect your microphone. So that was a little different from what I have. My microphone here is a USB. So this I sold for $47 with free shipping, and it actually ended up going right here in New York, so it didn't cost me much at all to ship it. This one I just sold this morning. I had it listed for $35, and they had offered me $30. They had actually offered me lower, and we kind of went back and forth, and then I asked her what her zip code was just to make sure I wasn't sending it to Hawaii with free shipping, and ended up being here on the East Coast in Virginia. So I wrapped that up, sent it off. It only cost me $8 to ship it, and I sold it for $30. My cost of goods, I got to go back on this. This was $15 was my cost of goods for the microphone from that liquidation. And then this was actually out of my own collection. I had it in our house in Vermont before we moved to New York. And so it was just something I was getting rid of. This was from Southern Living at Home. So it was something I bought at a house party. This again, something from my own collection. This Lane Bryant cardigan doesn't fit me anymore, so I decided to get rid of it. And it is, I sold it for $24 with free shipping, and it went first class. These golf clubs, I did a video on how to package up something large like this, like these golf clubs. And I will say that the feedback, if you read the comments, people were saying I really should have protected the golf clubs more. I didn't know. I mean, this is my first time selling golf clubs. I will next time put bubble wrap or something in between the golf clubs just so they don't get scratched or dinged or whatever. The buyer received these, gave me a great rating right off, so they must have been pretty happy with them. They obviously arrived in great condition because they were a great set of clubs. I was asking $199, took a best offer of $170, and I paid $60 for these at a garage sale. Another RA. When we got shut down, I didn't have a lot. Well, I had a lot of stuff on hand, but not a lot of new stuff to list. And I was cleaning my closets back in March, and I decided to list some stuff that was still brand new, unopened. And these were actually 3 of the items that I decided to get rid of. My husband was using these before he grew his beard. And now that he has his beard, he just isn't washing his face for this type of stuff anymore. He's using a beard stuff. So I threw these up in a lot of 3 and got $35 for them. This was a Walgreens clearance after a holiday. May have been Christmas. And it was 90% off. I don't remember how much I paid for it because I don't have it written down anywhere easy for me to grab. But most of these items were like $5 or less. I sold this one for $29. It's a radio remote control car. I should have put remote in there. Well, it's RC. Radio control car from Marvel. These I got free from the casino. And again, I feel like maybe I've already spoken about these. I apologize again if this is another repeat. But I got these free from the casino. It was a gift that they were giving. And if you went every week for a month, they were giving these free things. So one week this was a tent. And then the next week it was a sleeping bag. And I know they gave like a chair and stuff. But I only went 2 out of the 4 weeks. So these were free to me. And I sold them for $45. And I got really good review. The person who bought them for her grandson, I think, and said that the kid loved them. So that was it for Mercari. I had a lot of lower priced items on Mercari, but I only wanted to show you the higher ones. And this is my Poshmark for this week. I sold this set of sheets, and I picked these up at a store called Ollie's. And so it was a retail arbitrage, and I don't remember how much I paid for them. I think they were something like $12.99, and they had a whole bunch of Remington sheets, and I bought a bunch for myself. These are actually on one of my spare bedrooms. We have a lodge cabin type decor to our home that we have here. And this one is in our spare bedroom because we have a bedroom that is decorated for... it was originally fishing, but it also has ducks in there now. So now I call it the water room. So it's got fish and ducks and stuff. So I picked up a few of these and threw them up, and I sold these for $37. And of course, on Poshmark, I don't pay shipping. The buyer pays shipping. It's a great way to sell. You don't have to worry about shipping at all. And off they went. I also sold these Budweiser Clysdale mugs that my sister gave these to me. She was selling her house, and she used to sell on eBay, and she gave me all of her stock that she had, and I threw these up, and they have actually been up, oh gosh, probably 6 to 9 months they've been up, and I took an offer on these. I can't remember how much I had them for originally, but they offered me $20, and I went ahead and accepted it because, again, they were paying the shipping. So $20 for something that I got for free. I was happy with that. And lastly is this Nike golf polo shirt. I just mailed this off yesterday. And this was something I got at the Salvation Army for $2. Sold it for $22. And this was also something that actually has been in my store for quite a while. And I love when I sell something that's been sitting around for a while. This one went bye-bye. So that is it for me for what I sold. Hopefully these are some things that will give you some ideas of what to look for when you're out sourcing, whether you're at Walmart or Ollie's, Party City, or garage sales and thrift stores. These are some items you can take a look and see what you think. Again, this Nike Golf, I would probably stay away from it even though it was a good sale because it was a long tail. So anything that I mentioned was long tail. I would, if you have the space to store it, go ahead and grab them, like the Pioneer Woman stuff. But if you don't have the space, then look for things that you can flip quickly, like these PlayStation, all of this PlayStation stuff. I mean, these went really, really fast. I always question, and I wonder if you do too, when I sell something really quickly, I'm like, did I not ask enough? But I did price it based upon recent solds, and this is around what the selling price was, so I felt pretty comfortable with these prices. And that is it. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet and you like to look at things like this, then go ahead and click the button down below to subscribe and hit the notification so you know when I'm going live. Every Tuesday at 3 o'clock on the East Coast side, I do an interview with a reseller, and there's always some really good tips that are shared in there. Last week I did Jess Hill. She's a great Amazon entrepreneur. She has her fingers in so many different e-commerce types of ways to make money. And this past week I interviewed Jason Smith. He shared some bolos, everyday bolos. Did you know that you could go and buy a bottle of rum and then sell the empty rum bottle for like $50? That's crazy. So take a look at that video because there's some great information that's shared there also. And thanks again, and I will see you next time. See ya. Bye.